What is going on, guys? This is Esky here and I'm back. I'm bringing you guys week 6 of the LBA. We're going up against the Seattle Seahawluchas coached by Gearhart, and they also qualified for the LBA through the tryouts, and just like us, they didn't lose a single game in the tryouts, which is kind of tells me that he's good. And yeah, there's no easy games in the LBA, so we're going up against Gearhart. And before this battle, he made an interesting drop and add on his team. He dropped Mega Pincer and add Mega Caesar, and this was huge on his part because my team can't handle Mega Caesar for shit. So, as you guys see, I have an Arcanine there, but that was because I had to go look for a fire type to fit on my team just so I could counter his Mega Caesar. And Riley of the Baltimore Bishops, he actually traded Arcanine for our Crocodile, which is I gladly accepted, and I brought Arcanine right away to this battle because I felt like I needed, or else I would be swept by Mega Caesar in Heatram. So yeah. So, but whenever I saw his team, I didn't think he would bring the likes of Crocodile or even Hitmontop. So it kind of took me by surprise. I expected more a Scarf, maybe a Scarf Kirin Black or a Staraptor. I didn't expect at all the Hitmontop or even the Crocodile. As for the Heatran, the Caesar and the Greninja, I did expect those, but Hitmontop and Crocodile kinda threw me off a bit, but I thought I could play around it. So yeah, so I didn't know who he was gonna start off with, so I just start off with my Mega Gardevoir because I can get my Mega right away, and I do have Protect. I have Protect just for the likes of Kirin Black to see if he sends in this Kirin Black against me, it's definitely Scarf, so I can just scout out with the Protect to see what he's gonna do. So yeah, so he's gonna go for the U-turn with his Greninja, and he does a lot of damage. I max special attack, max speed on my Gardevoir because of the likes of Kirin Black. So I do go for the Hyper Voice. It doesn't do much. So at this point, I still don't know what kind of set he is with the Heatran. I see leftover, so I don't have to worry about any Chople Berry or Chuka Berry on his Heatran. So I can just send in my Terrakion safely against this Heatran and go for a hit. So he shows me the Iron Head, and this can be potentially dangerous for my Mega Gardevoir because I know I can leave a Flash Cannon, but there's no chance I can leave Iron Head, especially if he has some attack investment. If I bet he does go for the Iron Head. So I send in my Arcanine as I completely wall his Heatran, and I do go for the Bulldoze, but he expects that and he goes into the Celebi. A fine play on his part. So here I'm just gonna go for the Flare Blitz just to scout out how much damage I can do to this Celebi, but he does switch out the Celebi, and he goes into his stops in the Beyblade, how does he call it? The Hitmontop, and based on this Flare Blitz, even though I'm Intimidate, I have no attack investment, so it tells me that he might be a bit offensive or a bit special defensive, so I'm not sure. So I'm gonna switch out because I don't want to take either a Stone Edge or a Earthquake. So he does predict my switch into my, but I don't think he predicted me to go into Hitmontop. I'm not sure what he predicted there. So I do go for the Willis. Even if he brings the Heatran, I'm not worried because I do have the HP ground and I can scout out what kind, if he's a physical set or a special defense set. So I do go for the power ground, and it does a lot of them, almost a 2-hit KO. So this tells me that my Mega Gardevoir can definitely 1-hit KO this Heatran with the HP ground at this point. So he's gonna switch out predicting me to go for another HP ground, but I know he's gonna switch out here, and I go for the knockoff. I do catch this Celebi on the switch. I can't agree, doesn't really matter here. And he goes for the Calm Mind as I do go for the Shadow Ball, and this can be really dangerous for me. So I'm just gonna keep on going for Calm Minds as he goes for Recover here. No, I'm sorry, I go for the Willis. What Calm Mind? I don't have Calm Mind. So yeah, this part's gonna be a bit stally because it's just me going for Shadow Balls as he goes for the Calm Minds and Recover. And the point is that here, at this point, I'm just trying to get either a special defense drop or a crit, because he's risking just going for Recover and Calm Mind, and normally when people do that they also get a crit, but since it's me, I didn't get a crit or a special defense drop, which kinda sucks. He goes for the Giga Drain and I do go for another Shadow Ball, and this is just gonna keep going for a while, so that's why I sped up this part, because I don't want you guys to watch all these useless turns. So here I decide to switch out into my Arcanine because I know he's either go for the Giga Drain or the Recover, and unfortunately for me, I didn't have much time to play around with Arcanine, to prepare my Arcanine the best. So I just thought the defensive build would be the best against his team. But now that after the battle and after I have more time, I did realize that if I brought an offensive Arcanine, it would be much better against his team, because even with Intimidate, I can wall Caesar and the Heatran, and as you guys can see, Flare Blitz with no attack investment does a lot of damage. So if I was either an Expert Belt or a Choice Bandit or even Life Orb, I would have killed this Celebi, but the point is that I didn't do so. I go for it here for the Morning Sun, and he does recover again. And next turn, I don't know why I stayed in, because I knew the Psychic type move was coming, so I just wanted to scout out and see if he did have it or not. But I scouted out the wrong Pokemon, and he does have the Psychic, so Arcanine goes down, and I lose my check to either his Eatron and his Mega Caesar. So now I have my back against the wall, and I have to send in my Terrakion. I cannot overpredict anymore, so I have to go for the X Scissor here. He knows I'm gonna do that, so he's gonna send in his Beyblade again, and I'm gonna switch out my Terrakion because I don't wanna take a fighting move or even a bullet punch that he probably will pack for the Mega Gardevoir. So he shows me the Earthquake. For the damage, I know that if I go for a sub and he does go for another one, I will guarantee leave. But he has the eye jump kick, and this will definitely break my sub. So here I make a stupid play and I go for the Waterfall instead of just switching out into my Kofragis, because it would be the best play. It was switch out into Kofragis. Why I didn't switch out, I don't know. So now I switch out into my Kofragis. Really pointless at this point. He's just gonna switch out. But I do go for the Shadow Ball because last time he did the same thing, and I hope I could kill this Celebi. I didn't kill the Celebi, and once again, he's just gonna go for the recover. As I just go for a Shadow Ball here, just to, cause he doesn't have the boost on the special defense, so I can take him out. And I do get a crit. I wish I got this crit early in the battle, to be honest. But it is what it is, and he's gonna send his Joe Cool, the Crocodile, and just go for a knockoff. I decided to sack off my Kofragis gear because I know he's Scarf, because I didn't see any Intimidate, so he's definitely Moxie. And if I let him knock out my Crocodile, my Kofragis, he will get Mummy instead of Moxie, so it will be pointless. So here I'm just gonna go for a close combat, because at this point I only have my Terrakion, my Mega Gardevoir, and my Electivire in the back. And at this point I don't have much. The only way I can win is if I can catch his Mega Caesar with my Electivire, which I doubt it will happen. So he's gonna send in his Mega Caesar. I'm just gonna sack my Gardevoir because there's nothing else I can do, because I get outsped by his whole team. And his Mega Caesar has Bullet Punch priority that will just completely annihilate my Mega Gardevoir. So yeah, at this point I only have my double Scarfer in Electivire and my Terrakion, so I send in my Electivire. I go for the Volt Switch because I know he's not gonna stay in at this point, and he's gonna sack off his Heatran because it already did what his job. It was to put our procs and didn't do much else, to be honest. So yeah, so I'm gonna go into my Terrakion, and I debated to go into Stone Edge, but he has the Crocodile in the back, which is kind of annoying, so I had to go for the close combat here. And I know he's gonna take out because he doesn't have the Chuka Berry or the Chople Berry or whatever the berry it is. And the Hitrum goes down at this point. It's a 3-2 at his favor, so he's sending his Greninja. I know he has a Shadow Sneak. Why I didn't switch out, I don't know, because all battles he brought a Shadow Sneak on his Greninja, and the only battle he didn't bring, he got wrecked by a fighting type, so I knew he would bring Shadow Sneak. But even if I switch out into my Electivire, the battle was lost. So at this point I just tried to bluff that I was not Scarf, but he does make the safe move and goes for a Shadow Sneak, and then go for the extra sensor and take out my Terrakion. Now here I'm also Scarf with Electivire. I go for the Signal Beam, thought I was gonna take out. I probably should have gone for Thunderbolt and get a better differential. So he's gonna switch out knowing that I'm locked in the Signal Beam, and goes into his Mega Caesar. And he's just gonna eat up this Signal Beam like it's nothing, and I do go for again, and he's just gonna take me out with a knockoff. So yeah, that's gonna be the battle. It's we lose 3-0 against the Seattle Seahluchas. I was pretty bummed at the end of the battle, but it is what it is. I played terrible. There's no excuse there. He deserved the win, but we gotta bounce back now. We're facing week 7. Who are we facing? We're facing Tactical Monkeys, Dylan, and Arizona Ambipons, and we gotta get a win. We gotta go for broke now. The only reason I was a bit mad about this battle was that he's gonna quit at the end, and this could potentially put my season in danger. But he's gonna go for he's gonna play in the GBA, the D League, and I definitely recommend you guys to check out his channel. Awesome content. I'll leave his link in the description. Go support him in the D League. He really deserves. He's a really nice guy, good baller, as you guys can see. And yeah, also leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you like. And I'll catch you guys next time. So peace.